Travis went Goodsell. I'm back. Sucks being poor. I've been poor ever since I escaped from my parents' home. But it's worth it. Bondage is never the answer. No matter how much they torture you in your poverty. Well, Smith's keeps getting sold out of orange juice too often. Dear God. Gotta remember to cut my hair tomorrow. I did see Jessica, and she went out of her way to walk right by and say hi. And then, of course, I want to take it a mile, and I wanted to return just so that I can spend more time with her. I bought the booklet of stamps last month, and I don't need to buy stamps apparently ever again. Anyway, but I was gonna tell that to her and then say, stamp please. Do you think she would have gotten the clue? But as much as I'm entering into desperation zone after being so lonely for so long, I still remember the woman formerly called my first ex. She was about the same size, height-wise, about 5'2", 5'4". And I'm serious about this. This is why I'm scared to date little girls, little women, smaller, shorter women. Because I ripped her open 3 times over. Each child kept getting bigger. See, I was a giant when I was born, 9 pounds, 10 ounces. But my mom was 5'11", so she had more of the frame and the size to handle such a size baby. But the first of the exes, the first baby was over 10 pounds, and then Clayton was over 11 pounds, and then sweet little Emma over 13. She was supposed to wait until after Emma was born to leave me, though, because she said after Clayton having Melissa doing the first ripping, she said if the third baby is bigger than Clayton, that's it, no more babies. No more babies. But she left before finding out, because I went and deciphered Paleo-Hebrew, and that's a taboo in the Mormon Church. You can't show that Joseph Smith is a translator. You needed to tell me that I'm in the wrong church, that you're not the Church of Joseph Smith. Nelson, a little late in telling everybody. So I was reviewing the video I did this morning, realized that I meant to say John Oliver instead of John DeLynn, but John DeLynn works too, because I did call him a cult leader. And so I worry if he's going to be involved in a sex cult. And maybe a homosexual cult. He is trying to cater to LGBTQIAO, or is it AO plus. Guys, don't segregate yourselves. You're human. You're human. People are people, so why should it be you and I should get along so awfully? They tried to warn you guys through song, but you didn't listen, did you? You went and had to segregate yourself, which is what they were trying to do to you. That's what bullies do. They segregate for the sole purpose to justify abuse. And you fell right into their trap. But there's another scandal I found out. It was on John Oliver. I watched that after I did the video. John Oliver exposed the government of Utah and their corruption. That was awesome. He didn't go too deep in it. He tailored it to the police riot break-ins. But yeah, he talked about how extreme it's getting with the corruption of the justice system here in Utah. That was awesome. So I need to do that video for you as well. I'm just going shopping. Wears me right out. I'm getting too old for this. Beep. Missed Zoe last week. She didn't show. I guess they were. Wasn't there some kind of an award ceremony on Sunday? People tend to not show any episodes if they're up for an award, I guess. Don't want to jinx it or be accused of rigging it. I don't know. It's just an award, guys. It's just people's opinions about you. It's meaningless. And yet you have the different segregated groups all complaining, our segregated community did not get represented. And she's blonde. She's not the little red-headed girl. I blew that opportunity as I talked about Rick's college. Went over the women I dated. And yep, the highlight of Rick's college before my mission was a little red-headed girl. And there again, born and raised Mormon, I'm going on a mission if I knew I was going to go on a mission. So, I'd always known, I just thought it would just naturally happen. I never put out an effort to go see a bishop. It was her roommate, Trisha. Teresa? Man, I'm forgetting names. I had forgotten a little blonde-haired girl at Smith's name once. And I knew it after I said it, and I was so upset with myself. And she just walked away. But with my associative memory, which people confuse for photographic memory, I never forgot. So yeah, today she walked into my eyesight as my head was down, looking into the cart, and saw her instantly and immediately called her by name. I always call her by name. If I don't call you by name, it means I forgot. Or I don't know it. But if you see me looking at your name tag for the next several weeks, yeah, you know why. I'm trying to memorize your name. I'm trying to associate you with your name. Yeah, did I forget to finish what I was talking about as I got distracted? I have a habit of doing that. I don't forget. My brain processes so quickly that I try to catch everything I can, and that sometimes means things get left behind. It has nothing to do with having Alzheimer's or Parkinson's or some other dementia. Because my DNA says, nope, you ain't got none of that. We do recognize a marker from your father's mother, but you're not gonna get it. My dad is. It's so fun to see people get punished for their crimes. As we need to see government leaders here in Utah and a certain church getting punished for their criminal activities for decades. Yep. Because yeah, they're doing all kinds of torture. Even Amazon. Remember Amazon? The property manager and the landlord attacked me, tried to have me assassinated by an eviction notice with a false accusation against me that they've still never taken off my record, with a death threat afterwards when they said, "Oh, we won't do it anymore, but we're keeping it on your record so that we can use it against you in the future." And guess what? Second lawsuit, second death threat. They followed through. I couldn't believe that little piece of bleep. Brand new hire, getting rid of the other guy that was in on the assassination attempt of me, spreading the misinformation, scaring the other tenants against me. That piece of bleep. I will forget one of these days to bleep. Just as an advance warning, all my videos are for adults only. Whether YouTube is going to be an ass and require you to click if it's okay to watch my videos or not, screw them. YouTube is a part of the threats to me. As today, they're purposely tampering with the analytical program again. But yeah, I got more women, though. The women, the audience shows males to female ratio, and yesterday I picked up all women from the 24 to 34, something like that category. I was shocked. I couldn't tell which video it was that they went to because the program messed that up. But my goodness. So yeah, I have no idea if the little blonde-haired girl had found out about my video that I did of her last time I saw her and talked to you guys about her. But boy, do I really wish and hope and pray we'll turn Smiths into a religion, if that's what it takes. That she purposely walked by just so that she could say hi and wave. So that's why you girls got to be nice to us guys. You got to mean it. You can't do charity. Because you're just going to break our hearts even more severely. And I still have no clue if she's married still. Like I said last time, I heard her say that she had kids. But anyway, see what I mean? Amazon were the main ones after the second lawsuit failed. As they sued me. Just out of the blue, hey, we're suing you. You know, we screwed you over financially, and here we are. And so I stood up for myself and said, oh hell no you don't. Here's the Utah law that protects me, thanks to the church when they first attacked me back in, well, not the first attack. Ever since I got here and came to them and said, well, no, even before then. Oh dear God. But yeah, Amazon was going to go through with it even after I showed them the law, showed the courts the law, and with them likewise I have to file with them too, and counter sued for the damages that they were causing with their lawsuit. And they came back and said, well, we're going through with this, we're going to get you. This fake claims, there's no evidence. You have no evidence that we did anything wrong, that we violated any Utah law statute that protects you specifically because you're now segregated in Utah. And then the next day, because I got it the next day in the mail, which was Monday, they then had sent cancel. We're dismissing our own case. And so I went through with it anyway and said, Your Honor, what the hell? Can they do this? I have no clue. I can't afford a lawyer. They've destroyed me financially. I need $33 billion because anything less will financially ruin me. And you don't think that $1 million will ruin me? It's got to take care of me for the rest of my life because of what they did, what the church did, and what the church did to get them back at me. And so sure enough, as it's the beginning of the month, I go try to get my bank statement, and the bank statement isn't even available for me, but I'm looking at the overview, and I thought that they raised my premium or prime membership. I was going to get pissed, but it was for another thing. But then I went to my royalties because I needed to get my finances for this month set up, and they chose to seek further revenge rather than through the courts by denying me further royalties, which that only hurts Amazon because they take 63% of sales. And so if I do bad on my royalties, so does Amazon. You'd think they'd want to make me do very well so that they can do very well and make up the money they lost with their screwing me over on my finances. And I checked my credit rating because I saw the email that said I now qualify for $4,000 worth of credit, which was quite a lot. So I check. Nope. Credit rating's still destroyed. And so I don't know. Am I starting all over from scratch now? I have no clue how that works. It's just all stupid anyway. But yeah, I cannot receive 100,000 or a million because I can't do payments on credit with a mortgage or doing any kind of purchase of that magnitude, like a car, which, no. But unless I can pay for it in full, because my credit rating will tell them I'm a bad risk, and they'll say, nope, sorry, your credit rating, you need somebody else to sign for you who has good credit rating. No. So, yeah, I need billions, literally, because of what the church did to me. And so you Mormons, if you're still listening, you can whine, bitch, and moan, call me all sorts of names that you want, but I know the truth. Question is, why don't you know the truth? And if you do know the truth, what the hell? It's like you go through primary singing "Do What Is Right." You have the "Choose the Right" and the hymns now. You have the Book of Mormon that tells you in graphic detail who bad guys are versus who the good guys are. And you're still choosing the wrong. See, I have no idea if she's Mormon. If she's Mormon and she finds out who I am, oh, you deciphered Paleo-Hebrew and Egyptian petroglyphs and found out Joseph Smith is a translator? You betrayed my trust. I wasted my life on this one date. So, yeah, I don't know.